Welcome back, everyone, to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 5, Episode 10 of War of the Ring. We are getting close to the climax of the game. We still have the Rohirrim versus Orthanc in Helm's Deep. We've got Minas Tirith versus the forces of Sauron, and we've got the Fellowship probably getting close to Mordor. Let's jump into it. Okay, so let's do a quick recap of round number 9, and then we'll jump into round 10. First off, the Helm's Deep forces went on the offense against the forces of Orthanc last round, and we also had major movement down in the forces of Mordor with Minas Tirith. We've had first battles there. Also in play is the ring is now in position 5, which means it's 1, 2, 3, 4, somewhere around here potentially. So we could be looking close to that. And we have got Galadriel, Elrond, Saruman, the Witch King, all on the board. We've got the Balrog, we've got Gothmog, and we've also got Strider and Boromir outside of the Fellowship, as well as Gandalf. I think I have to have Aragorn start making his way over to Minas Tirith. It may be too late already, but let's give it a try. Okay, we'll jump into round number 10. First, a quick word from our sponsor, and then we'll jump into gameplay. Pontos Fathom Hobbies is brought to you by the books that we produce. We've got a bookstore down in the description. You check the link out, and you can find books like The Genealogy of Cthulhu, Hermeticism of Hastur, The Alchemy of Azathoth, and The Necromancy of Nyarlathotep. Those and others collected together in the 6-volume omnibus Catu Journals out of Lovecraft's Providence. We've also got Artificial Psychoanalysis of Desiring Machines, Alchemy and Anthroposophy in the Dune Saga, where we deep dive into what makes Frank Herbert's Dune original saga amazing. And there's also Esoteric Saturn Mysteries and our Dragon Mysteries from our podcast series on the sister channel, Pontos Fathom Press. And in Esoteric Anthroposophy and Occulted History, we talk about Tolkien as well. Finally, we've got our new saga out based on Lovecraft's Dreamlands. It's The Alchemical Courtship in the Dreamlands Volume 1, Aim Aimless, Aim Vicious, featuring the Dreamland city of Cellophase. The next volume coming out will be Hope's Home, Hysteria's Heart, which focuses on Daleth Leen. And then we've got coming later in the year, Stubborn Devotions, Inventing and Forgiving, and Beloved, Believed, Bedailed, which feature the Temple of Hypnos and Lost Carcosa. Now back into the gameplay. Thank you guys for watching. Check out our Patreon, like and subscribe, and let's get into the next turn. Okay, so we're gonna clear out. We had 5 dice last round in the hunt box. I'm gonna keep 2. Let's just focus on the roll. We'll get the roll going. We've got 6, 7, plus we've got 1, 2, 5. We've got faction dice on the board. We've got Gandalf. We've got the basically all of these as well. Let's go ahead and do the roll. Oh, actually, first, before I do the roll, let's grab our cards. Got a bunch of cards. We get Paths of the Dead, Bilbo's Song, and Path of the Wasses. And then we've got Path of Woes. Path of the Wasses. Path of Woes. And then we've got Evil Things, Dreadful Spells, and Strongly Guarded. And let's go ahead and do our roll. Okay, so let's separate these now by faction. Just gonna line them up because I always seem to lose track when I'm playing. Okay, so that's these, and let's go ahead with these. All right, so first up, let's go ahead and use a die for, look at this, the luck was we got no more hunt. I thought we'd for sure get a hunt. I'm gonna use one of these to move the fellowship one more forward. We'll add that to the hunt there. And we will get one die to roll. And they are not discovered. But there is the potential, let's see, if we move to 6, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a potential that a fellowship is in Moranon. I believe once they enter, they can actually put them on the track. So I believe once they enter, they don't have to enter Gorgoroth itself. Once they enter Mordor, I believe once they enter Mordor, we can just put them on the track. You guys can let me know in the comments. Entering Mordor. Mordor is the realm. Sooner or later, the Fellowship should eventually enter Mordor. It is mandatory the Fellowship is either in these locations during the Fellowship phase to begin the last part. So yeah, see Fellowship 43. 43. Fellowship in Mordor. If the Fellowship is in Moranon, yes, the Fellowship's in Moranon, but not revealed, place them on the track. Okay, so we'll take Bilbo and Frodo, and we'll place them on the Mordor track. So we've got them on the Mordor track already. Let's go to our forces of darkness. First off, let's have an army move. We can move let's move our forces from minus Morgul forward here, and we're going to do two attacks on minus Tirith in the next round. We'll take one of those die out as we took this die out. Okay, so that leaves us next with let's use our track. How do we track this? Moving the Fellowship. Okay, the Fellowship in Mordor. We're going to place these hunt tiles also in our hunt pool, so we can take these out now. And use an action dice to move. The following applies to the Fellowship in Mordor. So in the action, we can basically use one of our action dice. So let's go ahead and use an action die. We've got another action die here. Let's go ahead and place that here. We will roll. We'll move them forward one, and we will roll a die. Okay, they're not detected again, so they're able to move forward to that. So let's go ahead with an army move. We're going to have the forces in South Ithilien fighting the Gondor troops. Got 5 and 5 dice here. Our first roll is a 5 and a 5. We've got 2 leaders here. We'll put this leader here. So, and we've got 1 leader, 2 leaders there. So we can do 2 and 2 leader rerolls. And we've got 2 and 2. So let's remove 2 orcs. And we'll do 1 elite troop from Gondor. So we've got orcs and elite Gondor casualties this round. Let's go back to play. Let's go ahead and grab another leader dice. So now we've got 2 of these in here, so we can actually roll 2 dice for Mordor detecting them. Otherwise, we'll move them forward. Or do we just go to the hunt pool? I think we just go to the hunt pool. Let me just double check here. So we just pick from the hunt pool. I don't think we do the dice. Fellowship in Mordor. Compare the action using action dice. Okay, so in the we have to do the okay, we have to just use our track. So let's get our let's check our hunt pool. Okay, and we got a 0. We can change a ring to a fortune, I guess. Okay, so that's moved forward. I think we have to do it for the first round as well. Let's go ahead and check. We got a 1, so we do have 1 corruption. So let's place a corruption at 1. Okay, so that's where we are right now. Let's go ahead and do our next round. So that's another die for them. Let's go ahead and use, what is this die all about? This is from the Warriors of Middle-earth. This die is recruit action. We don't need to recruit just yet. Let's go ahead and have another attack roll. We'll attack against the forces of Gondor. We get 3, 4, and then we can roll 2 and 2 again. And the forces here, so it's going to be again 3 for the. Let's go ahead and just take 3 orcs, and we'll just take another elite from the Gondor group just to reduce their numbers a bit. 3 orcs and 1 Gondor elite. Let's go ahead now back to our last die to moving the fellowship. Move them there. This time we get to roll 4 dice, and we get a corruption. So we'll move 1 corruption, and we also will pick from our corruption pool, and we get 2. So 1, 2, our corruption's up to 4. We need to avoid it being to 12. But that's all of our moves that we have there. We do have 1 will left. Let's go ahead and check our cards. Oh, Shadow Player, we can just do another attack. Let's do another attack here. Try to get to Helm's Deep. Try to get to Minas Tirith. This time we'll attack with this group. We get 1 and 1. Again, we have 2 and 2 for the attack. We've got 2 armies versus the 1 army in Gondor. And it looks like Boromir is standing in for Aragorn, as Aragorn is in Helm's Deep with the Rohirrim. And we get 2 here. So again, we'll take 2 orcs from this pool and just 1 Gondor regular from this pool. Okay, let's continue going through. Let's grab, again, that's another one, another army attack one. Let's go check out our cards, because we have no more leader. Let's check out cards for let's see what we can do. There and back again. Play on the tip of Helm Deeps or Edoras is unconquered. Oh, okay. The Dark Door. Let's just put the Dark Door here down. We'll just play that while we're there. Just in case we can do an attack from Helm's Deep into forces. We'll also go ahead and play a card with this muster. The card will be draw a hunt tile, Breaking of the Fellowship. Draw a hunt tile and we get 1. So it says we can't separate the forces actually while they're in Mordor, because we actually have Legolas, Gimli. We actually have a number of our forces. So in this version of the Lord of the Rings, Frodo and Sam still have Legolas, Merry and Pippin and Gimli with them in Mordor. I guess, there's one thing we can do is we can use the Will of the West to move forward again. So we can move to this one, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 dice, and we can pick again another token. We get a 2. That's going to bring us up to 6 corruption there, but we still have 1 more space to get to. Let's do another attack using our leader die, the leadership dice. Again, we'll go from North Ithilien, and it'll be 5 and 5 dice. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Again, we can re-roll 2 and 2 for leaders, and we will get 2 Gondor regulars, and we'll take this giant orc and 1 regular from this pool and make them casualties. Okay, so that's going to bring us, troops are somewhat reduced here. Let's go ahead and look for another action card. Actually, we can draw another action card. Let's go ahead and do that with this die. We're going to go here, grab a card. Heal 1 corruption point. So we can bring that down here. It says, oh yeah, so actually, I think we're supposed to have Gollum as the guide now. If Gollum has not entered play, place Smeagol on the Fellowship. When Smeagol hunt tile is drawn, Smeagol is always the guide of the Fellowship. If Smeagol hunt tile is drawn, the hunt pool, the hunt is damaged. Okay, so let's see if that happens. We'll have to do, we can do 1 other move. It also says, move the Fellowship. So we can do 1 more move of the Fellowship. Let's grab the tile and see what we get. Okay, we've got Smeagol is the leader of the Fellowship, and we are in the Cracks of Doom. I believe that's the end. If Smeagol hunt is drawn, the hunt pool damage is 0. Discard Smeagol as you separated. If Smeagol is we shall get it, there is another way. yeah, that's going to wrap it up, guys. So I think we don't finish the round. As a result, we've got the cracks of doom. The armies are going to sort of vaporize, and that's going to do it. So hey guys, thank you for this journey with us. Looking forward to playing more gameplay. Go check out our channel. We've got tons of A Song of Ice and Fire gameplay. We've got Joan of Arc gameplay, Conan by Monolith, many other things. We've been playing Cthulhu, Death May Die, and Tainted Grail, Red Death. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you out there in the games. Go check out our paint through videos for this and the other modules, and we'll talk to you in the next round. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.